Welcome back to our analysis. England versus Italy. There were some missed opportunities by Owen Farrell kicking three. I think there was three kicks that lost position. But let's have a look at few analysis in terms of Genge's making this decision to Chesham to score that try.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about earlier on, the ability to change that point of attack. Obviously, Genge is known for his, bashing runs, not, taking the defence on. And here, just as, the subtle hands, the push into space, just change the point of attack and allows for a pretty easy score in the end.
And also we witnessed Lewis Ludlam in the second half. He also made that kick. But this is in the first half. On the 10th minute, is that England's plan to come and make those kicks?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's obviously turning the Italian defence, push them back into their half, and obviously make it hard for them to get out of their own 22. So there was a lot of these kicks early on, trying to get the pressure on Italy early on, so England get to put their driving more into play. Obviously, a couple of the kicks went long, went dead, and obviously gave the possession back to Italy. But definitely that was a tactic to start the game.
Absolutely. And talking about Lewis Ludlam's kick, he's a fearsome runner. We have seen this in the Saracens camp. Owen Farrell used to put those kicks, and then Elliot Daly and Alex Good and also Mellins charging this. But that didn't really settle with this England team.
No, they didn't get the same joy out of these sort of kicks. But I think that, like I said before, the tactic was to push Italy into their 22. And obviously get their driving more into play, which it did happen a few times during the game. Obviously, there was a couple of good tries from the driving more.
Absolutely, indeed. And now let's have a look at the Scotland versus Wales. It's completely Finn Russell's magic, and this is the last pass that he made. He saw the space. Faletau is a bit like 5 meters away. He went in to gain that place, and then a lovely floated pass to score the try to number 8.
Yeah, and he was doing this all day long, especially in that second half. Just that magic, the kicks, the passes, just picking the timing of the pass was just on point. And Wales allowed him to play that as well. They sat off him, and they sat off him because they can't read him. They have to allow, they don't know if he's going to kick, if he's going to run it. If they commit too early, they just open up space, but he just unpicked them all day long.
Absolutely, indeed. This is all about the Finn Russell's all-round magic, and let's have a look at this cross kick. It made Van der Merwe to gain another 20 metres or so.
Yeah, and we get Van der Merwe in space. He's going to take off. He's a quick guy. He's a big guy as well, so he's hard to bring down. But what Finn is able to do, he's able to make that decision on the move. Obviously, there's times when it's pre-called, but he's able to hold that ball. He's picking out defence. He's looking, watching them when they come in. And as soon as you step in, he sees that body shape in. He's just going to kick that ball over the top and get his outside guys in space.
And it's quite obvious he knows when to take the standing pass and when to take the pass on the move.
Yeah, definitely. And as the game was unfolding, he could tell that the defence was sitting off him a little bit, so he's able to move forward onto it. And then when the pressure's coming on, he'll just stand deliver. He'll stand deliver, or he'll just turn, kick the ball into the space, and he's got his eyes, his vision is so good, so good.
Absolutely, indeed. This is another cross kick to Stein, who scored that his second try. Again, timing of that kick into perfection.
Yeah, definitely. He's able to see the defence is all condensed a little bit. He's seen the space on the outside. His outside guys are definitely going to be communicating where that space is. They'll just hug the touchline, and he'll just put that kick into the perfect place.
And the final one of Finn Russell. This is some absolute masterpiece.
Yeah, it was. You can see there. I think he's got 3 defenders on him. He's able to take the line, find the gap, and he knows his outside guys on the. He's just got the vision to realise the outside guy is free on the outside, and that skill just to get out the back through the tackle at international level is just brilliant.
There we go. That's the Wales versus Scotland analysis. And France versus Ireland, cracking encounter. What a masterpiece. In terms of analysis, first let's have a look at their captain maverick, Antoine Dupont, World Player of the Year last year. Year before, in fact. Look at this tackle, try-saving tackle, Tom.
Yeah, it was brilliant because, from looking at the time, you thought that's definitely a try. But the strength of him to keep him out here was fantastic. He's a quality player. He's definitely the French. He's a leader in the way he plays. If he plays well, France play well. But he's not a big guy. He's not a big guy at all. But the strength he's got to hold that player out and stop that try was fantastic.
And it is indeed, it pretty much shows the gravity factor. He went so low, holding on to strength. Just like me and Tom are going to try that outside. I'm sorry if you were unable to score that. But again, there's so much learning in terms of making that tackle. It comes like often it's if you give a 9 out of 10 times it's a try.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just the sheer determination to stop the player from scoring, and it was a crucial point in the game. That try goes over. Obviously, Ireland a bit of a lead, so it was great work.
Wonderful indeed. Great work, Antoine Dupont. But again, this is the first try, Hugo Keenan's try, and what a lovely magic. It just spread out coach...
Sean Edwards.
Sean Edwards'
defence coach. I mean, we talked about it earlier on, and the way this has been put together, the creativity, and you see they completely convinced the French defence. All eyes are looking out. And then they just hit that hard line on the inside and he's gone straight through.
And look at the support on this. He got numbers out wide. He got so many other options. But again, right call to go into that.
Yeah, definitely. But also by seeing the amount of Irish numbers that are there, you know it's a pre-call. So this is something they've worked on in the week. Analysis, they've seen what the French defence does and they've just executed it perfectly. And everyone's flooding through. So everyone's an option. And that's what you want. You don't just want passive runners or people just running for the sake of it. You want people running at the line, taking the space, holding the defence, and then flooding through like they've done there.
Absolutely, indeed. I want to ask you now. This is the try moment was created, but a French tight head prop. He was just after a tackle. What if the ball? He would catch the ball. It is offside clearly, or he would slap the ball. Is it going to be a penalty try, or is it going to be?
It wouldn't be a penalty try. They're too far out from the try line. So I think that's probably outside the 22 when he's caught that pass. So it's definitely not going to be a penalty try. It would probably it'd probably go down as a knock-on. But it shows that how quickly, it shows how quickly a try can happen because obviously that's not a penalty try. Yep. But we know that the end result ends up being a try due to the fantastic execution.
Absolutely, yes. There we go. Those are some key analysis in the France versus Ireland.